んたの出る幕かい？冥王レイリー。
若い芽を摘むんじゃない。これから始まるのだよ。彼らの時代は。
In the world of One Piece, true power isn't just measured by strength, it's defined by presence. That electrifying moment when a character steps onto the scene and the entire world shifts around them. Their aura and the weight of who they are speak louder than any attack. From Rayleigh halting Blackbeard with nothing but sheer presence, to Shanks ending an entire war simply by showing up and speaking a few words. These are the moments when One Piece characters don't simply enter, they arrive with pure, undeniable aura.
困った。やはり殺すか。
海軍の包囲は予想したが、島の形が変わるほどとは。
冥王レイリー。
遅くなってすまない、ハンコック。
Let's kick things off with the Dark King himself. Imagine being so legendary that your mere presence makes even a Yonko hesitate. That's Silver's Rayleigh for you. Notice how Teach's trademark grin evaporates the instant he realizes who stands before him. Rayleigh steps in, calm yet resolute, and even though he later admits he probably couldn't beat Blackbeard in a fair fight anymore, that's the thing about Rayleigh. Sometimes, the aura of who you were is still powerful enough to keep chaos in check.
おい、白ひげの見習いこそ大人げないが、私はお前が嫌いでね。
あのシルバーズレイリー。
Speaking of aura, let's talk about Mihawk. Picture this. Barty floating peacefully, pirates and chefs bickering, and suddenly, a tiny ship glides in, slicing through the ocean like a dagger. Standing aboard, wineglass in hand, is the world's strongest swordsman. He's not there to brag. He's not there to show off. He's there because he got bored chasing pirates. It's a striking reminder of how insignificant even a pirate's entire career can be in the eyes of someone like Mihawk.
わけで船は持ってかれちまいました。見ろ、あれを。ロックリング、あの男です。俺たちを殺しに。
鷹の目のミホーク。
誰だあいつ。
鷹の目の男だぞ。の頂点に立つ男だ。
50隻を沈めた男なのか。
あの剣であの大帆船をぶった切ったんですか。
何の恨みがあって俺たちを狙うんだ。
暇つぶし。
ふざけんな。確かに狙ったのに。
そっと弾道を変えたんだ。
Bowdy, pirates are tearing through the archipelago, the navy scrambling to keep control. Then, out of nowhere, a single man arrives, standing casually atop a cannonball as if he's just taking in the view. That man is Admiral Kizaru. He speaks slowly, almost bored, his eyes half-lidded as he surveys the chaos around him. But beneath that calm exterior lies power on a completely different scale. One by one, he toys with some of the strongest rookie pirates in the world, dismantling their hopes with blinding speed and laser-sharp precision. It was the moment the pirate world realized just how far they still had to go.
Oh, こちらキザル。おお、到着しましたんで応答願います。
大将キザルだ。逃げるしかねえよ。
もしもーし。おかしいね。
今だ、このよせ。
もしもー。
今度こそ。
おかしいね。
銃なんか効くか。逃げるぞ。
ちょっと物を尋ねたいんだけど、聞いただけでしょう。 ちょっとやりすぎたね。
Marineford stands silent, a fortress bracing for the storm. The Navy, the warlords, and even the world itself are holding their breath, waiting for the man known as the strongest in the world. Suddenly, the sea inside the massive defensive walls surges upward, and out of nowhere, the Moby Dick bursts through the water's surface. Standing at her prow is Edward Newgate, Whitebeard himself. Behind him stand the whole crew, including his 14 division commanders, all of them ready to lay down their lives to save Ace.
"俺の愛する息子は無事なんだろうな." 大気に機敏?
これが白ひげの能力。
The moment Whitebeard cracked the air, he didn't just arrive, he started the war.
Megalo?
By the time the Fishman Island arc arrived, fans were eager to see just how much stronger Luffy had become after the time skip. And it didn't take long for him to show it. Surrounded by tens of thousands of enemies, the situation looked overwhelming, even for the Straw Hats. But instead of panicking, Luffy simply stepped forward, calm and unshaken.
Oi, Luffy!
4億の首俺がもらった!俺だ!
Few characters in One Piece radiate pure aura the way Dragon does. In Logtown, rain pours down and Smoker has Luffy cornered. It looks like the end of the road. Then, quietly and without warning, a cloaked figure appears behind Smoker, a man whose mere presence shifts the entire atmosphere.
さあ、それはどうかな。
政府はてめえの首を欲しがってるぜ。
世界は我々の答えを待っている。
何が起こったんだ?
In the middle of Onigashima's chaos, two Yonko, Kaido, and Big Mom stand together, both capable of wiping nations off the map. Yet there's Luffy, barely 20 years old, marching straight between them without even sparing them a glance. He now sees them as obstacles to overcome, not legends to fear, and you can feel the shift in the air. Even the Yonko seem to realize the balance of power is changing right there. It's one of those moments that makes you lean closer to the screen and think, alright, this kid's really about to shake the whole world.
リンリン、このガキ俺の前で何になると言ったと思う。
こいつは生意気なのさ。うちの城もぶっ壊しやがって。まず詫びろよ、麦わら。
おい小僧、お前が一体何になるのか。俺たちの前でもう一度言ってみろ。
お前らを超えて海賊王になる男だ!
On Punk Hazard, chaos is brewing, and Smoker's on the verge of becoming an Admiral Pancake. Suddenly, Aokiji arrives, calm, polite, and apparently on his own business. Yet his arrival changes the entire battlefield dynamic.
全員皆殺しだ! あらら。そいつさ、俺の友達なんだよ。あれは
元隊長青木じ
When he enters, it's like the story itself has to slow down and wonder, wait, whose side is he even on again? On Egghead Island, tensions are at an all-time high. Luffy is fighting Kizaru, Zoro is facing off against Rob Lucci, and Sanji, true to form, is caught up chasing women. Chaos reigns across the island, and in the middle of it all, one of the most mysterious figures in the world government begins to move. Saint J. Garcia Saturn, one of the Five Elders. Even before he steps onto the battlefield, something shifts. The people on Egghead can already feel it. Something unnatural is approaching. The atmosphere turns cold, heavy, suffocating. Saturn brings an aura that makes it unmistakably clear. The world government is now willing to intervene personally.
止まれパシフィスタ
パシフィスタが護衛をやめた なんだあれ怪物じゃねえか
久しぶりだ
We end this list with one of the most iconic figures in all of One Piece, Shanks. Whenever Shanks appears, you know something important is about to happen. And in this moment, he proves once again what true aura means. The Marineford War had already taken a devastating toll. Ace was dead. Whitebeard had fallen. But it still wasn't enough. Akainu was on a rampage, determined to wipe out every last remnant of Whitebeard's legacy. Amid the bloodshed, one young Marine did the unthinkable. Kobe stepped forward and shouted for the fighting to stop, risking his life in the process. Just as it seemed he would pay for his courage, everything froze.
海兵
ああ誰じゃい貴様